Could you really lasso lightning? Picture this: a stormy sky, roaring thunder, and you holding a glowing mythical rope like a budget version of the god of thunder. By the end of this story, you will know whether that heroic shout of "I am worthy" is a good idea or a fast way to become a very surprised piece of toast. First, let us talk about what lightning actually is. High above your head, storm clouds move and rub and shuffle electric charges around. Some parts of the cloud become very negative, some parts of the ground become very positive, and the air between them starts to feel like an overworked security guard stuck between two angry crowds. Normally, air is a very good insulator. It keeps charges separated and behaves like the calm friend who says, "Everyone relax." But when the electric difference grows huge, the air gives up. It breaks, and a narrow channel of super hot plasma tears through the sky. That is the lightning bolt. Inside that bright flash, the temperature can reach about 30,000 degrees Celsius, several times hotter than the surface of the sun. You think your frying pan is hot. This is the level where atoms themselves start to panic. The air explodes outward, and that sudden shockwave is what your ears politely call thunder instead of giant sky boom that scared me. Now let us add your brave idea. You hold a long rope, maybe with a shiny metal lasso at the end, and you decide to throw it into the storm to catch a bolt. Your imagination whispers, "It will be epic." Physics calmly replies, "It will be electric." Lightning always looks for the easiest path for electric charge to flow. Long, pointy objects, tall trees, lonely towers, and yes, a human holding a long conducting rope, all volunteer as tribute. In that moment, your lasso is not a cool prop. It is a giant sign that says, "Dear lightning, this way please." The current in a lightning bolt can reach tens of thousands of amperes. Your home devices use tiny fractions of that, and they already need thick cables and fuses. When that level of energy passes through a human body, nerves, muscles, and organs do not calmly discuss the situation. They simply shut down, or burn, or both. You are not taming lightning. Lightning is using you as a temporary extension cord to the ground. Real scientists did try to guide lightning, but they used rockets with thin wires, careful distance, and a lot of safety equipment, not heroic ropes. Lightning rods on tall buildings also attract lightning, but they do it in a controlled way, sending the charge safely into the earth instead of through unlucky visitors on the roof. This is the smart version of "I am worthy." Not grabbing the bolt, but giving it a harmless path to follow. Here is the fun twist. In a way, you already have lassoed lightning, just not in the dramatic movie style. Every time you switch on a light, use a computer, or charge a phone, you are directing controlled electric currents, the calmer cousins of wild lightning. Human beings learned to take the same basic force and turn it into music, messages, games, and late-night videos about ridiculous science questions. So, could you lasso lightning? In practice, that heroic rope would probably survive less time than an ice cube in a volcano, and you would definitely not walk away with a trophy. But your curiosity, your questions, and your respect for the laws of physics can do something much greater. They can turn dangerous skyfire into safe technology. In the end, being truly worthy is not about shouting at storms with a rope in your hand. It is about understanding why the bolt strikes, stepping back from danger, and using that knowledge to light up the world without frying yourself in the process.